I can't help but laugh because memes, in a sick way, they reflect the worst parts of our lives back at us. And there's plenty more where that came from. Every ding of my phone is feeding my addiction of self-destruction. Instead of raging against the machine, I heap it onto the mound of shit that I'll think about when I'm trying to go to sleep tonight. Okay, I just need to get to work. I just need to focus. That'll clear my mind of any original thoughts. Then I'll look the part, just a mindless nobody endlessly doing, just a fucking rat racing in this competitive corporate maze. At least I'm just like everyone else, normal. Please, 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 correct me if I am wrong, but isn't normal just getting dressed in the clothes you bought for work and driving through traffic in a car that you're still paying for in order to get a job that you need to pay for the clothes and the car and the fat helpless wife and the screaming ungrateful kids and the drinks that help you forget how shitty your life got? Oh, and most importantly, to pay for that house that we leave vacant all day just so that we can afford to live in it. We call that normal. We are all a part of a sick society. And it's bad, but it could sure get worse. Not that those zombie apocalypse movies will show you any of that. They make it seem like the end of the world is some fun thriller. But these zombies are real. They're the remnants of the materialist people, and I guess we've been zombies all along. Ghosts crying out from the nameless miseries of the numberless mortals. We call them humans. We might as well be cattle, the new cattle. I mean, we already behave like them, following the herd and eating past the point of fat, to the point where we're gorging ourselves. Humans may become the only source of meat left, then we'll really be zombies. I mean, no one really farms anymore. I mean, really farms, putting your hands in the soil and singing to the plants. All of it. There's never in history of our planet been a species that has had corrupt farmers. Never a civilization where farmers were corrupted. I mean, real farmers. It's a phenomenon that no age nor nation has furnished an example. Because those who labor in the earth are the chosen people of earth. And earth gives access to her sacred fire. But we've traded all that away. Which leaves us at this crossroads between vice and industry, suffocating our precious virtue. Ambition is the ladder to corruption. While we have land to labor, let us never wish to see our citizens occupied at a factory or assembly line or behind a computer. Because it is only contact with the American land, the real land of earth, that provides the necessary regenerative force that guarantees virtue in our country. But we're all past this point. We're all past these wise words from our founding fathers. Now we are reaping the benefits or the collapse of virtue. Creators of our own destruction. Each of us a small part in a worldwide nightmare. You're just a single cog in a machine world, just another brick in the wall doing what they tell you. A cancerous prey without a predator. Unless you consider the only word that's in people's mouth more than, I don't know, COVID. Our tiny, itty-bitty little predator. And it's been a catalyst for our own destruction. And we've been building walls of screens between us. like how we used to build white picket fences. This rat race used to look like men eating lunch on skyscrapers, building the concrete maze we've been running around in ever since. But now, it looks like neon fast food chains charging more and offering less. It looks like alcohol and gasoline abuse, just to chase the ghosts of followers and fans, views and likes, with enough screens so that everyone can try to look at 3 at once. So now, together, we've built the walls of screens between us, and thank you, COVID, for making that mandatory. The great human beings of Earth are reduced to nobodies. Nobodies who view screens. We are just watchers trading away our identity, our sense of self, reducing us all to insects swarming to the light that blinds us day and night. And we can't even see the stars. Well, that is if we ever bothered to look up anyway. But no, we're too busy bathing in the lights, swimming through white noise and the buzz of machinery, and that TV series on repeat. Racing towards a poison that remains just out of reach, a poison that tastes like a forgetful nothing, like a cocktail of greed and ambition, like a shotgun in our mouth. Our dreams, they have expiration dates. And the fear starts to kick in after a certain age, and it complicates. Imagine what we could create, not participants of the frickin' rat race. If you all would just stop running, stop racing, stop buying, just long enough to see the beautiful miracles of Earth, instead of fascinating and obsessing about Mars, about running away from our problems. Now let me tell you about the next planet that we want to infect with humans. It nearly takes a year of space travel to get to a red, freezing dust storm where the air is not breathable, nor are there any plants growing because it's negative 80 degrees on a good day. Which means that there's no liquid water on the surface, while the frozen water underground is poisonous. But no need to tell me about the plan. We'll just nuke it. And that'll make it hospitable for humans. It's just like humans. First we said cameras, then we said nukes. Dumbasses with power are still dumbasses. Just stop racing just long enough to realize the miracles of Earth, the fresh air. The sound, that heavenly sound when the birds sing in the morning. That heavenly feeling when the sun hits your skin, when you just get out of the water. Why are we running away from the places that we've evolved to thrive in, where we could instead be running to nature to reconnect, to embrace our Mother Earth? There is treasure out there waiting to be found. Treasure buried in earth with seeds that you can replant your virtue so that you can be thankful and grateful again. This is your chance to be happy again. Retire from the rat race because you are enough. Really, really let that sink in. You are enough. You don't need more. You already have all the conditions to be happy. You just have to remember that the wisdom is in the trees and not the glass windows. So I must ask, heaven or hell, which do you want? Morpheus once asked, are you ready to wake up from the matrix, to reconnect to the natural world? Neo, you, all of you. Neo, I call to you with words of utter truth. I'm a messenger from the crossroads that you've been putting off. We've been plunged into the future, surpassing the threshold of doings-made stuff, overtaking the gross weight of natural life. Imagine, Everything that we've created, our cities and our concrete, they weigh more than the trees and the dirt and everything that was here before us. We are at a crossroads. I demand an answer from every one of you, natural or city, green pill or battery, heaven or hell. Now be grateful that we are born or live at a time where the choice is still possible, for the time is fleeting. Because humans have lived on earth for thousands of generations with the mindset of supporting future generations, that we borrowed this land from our children. But this mindset is all but eroded. When our friends became screens, when our teachers became screens, and when our parents became screens. If you ask me, would you choose to live in a virtual world instead of living on Earth like our ancestors? I would say, fuck no. Yet with each faltering generation that comes after us, that answer gets closer and closer to fuck yes. Please, please. I've been waiting for an escape from this doomings-made hell. Now is the time for you to choose. Green pill or battery, heaven or hell.